Good afternoon. Well, it's on the evening now, Tone. It'll be the evening. This is Bettor Odds. It's January 29th. January, mercifully, is nearly over. We did have a little break in the weather here. It's like 50 degrees today, which is a stark contrast to the last couple weeks where it's been sub 20.
Sure is. Yeah, it's been
crazy.
One.
So, yeah, that's Tony. Tony, how are you, friend?
I'm doing well. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, pretty good. Like I said, it's a nice kind of day out. I mean, not nice enough to go play golf because it's soaked still. So,
yeah,
I am wearing this. You notice this nice hat?
I like that.
Full mesh.
I like it.
Not retro, but actual antique. Well, maybe not antique, but 1980-ish.
It's antique like me.
Blue mesh, yes, antique like Tony. It's not quite. I don't think it's quite your age. It's not even quite my age. Let's be honest.
Thanks a lot.
Well, you set it up.
I did. That's straight.
It was a little low hanging fruit. Breakfast with Tony. How we making out tonight, Tony?
Well, I sweat that Arsenal match. Girona had tied it up, and they disallowed the goal. They called an offsides, and then Arsenal had a penalty kick to go up 3-1. They missed it, so it was 2-1 final. I'll take it. It's a good way to start the day. I just want to review the props I gave out this morning on X and that. Tobias Harris over 5.5 rebounds minus $1.04 at FanDuel. Donovan Mitchell over 4.5 even at FanDuel. I believe that's up to $1.10 for those that missed. Plus 110. And Scottie Barnes, I think his name's Scottie Barnes. I know his last name's Barnes. Scottie, don't quote. Over 6.5 assists minus $1.48. Those are the three I gave out. I got one more. Anunoby for the Knicks over 3.5 rebounds minus $1.35. That's the prop card for the night. Any NBA sides I'll post up before tip. And now we got the golf segment. Joe?
Yeah, I mean, like you know me. I love the golf. I wish I were a better player. But it does Pebble Beach this weekend. There was it's Rory's first start. It's Scottie's first start. He just had a little hand cut from a wine glass, which are very fragile and very sharp, obviously. I'll run them down. A lot of these are whole tournaments. There's one matchup for tomorrow. It's Ludwig Oberg over Rory at Spyglass plus 110. And then a couple of things in here. I'll give you a little bit of part of the reason why I'm looking at any of this stuff. Patrick Cantlay, 2 top 25s, finished 5th 2 weeks ago at the Amex. Got Cantlay plus 330, top 5, including ties. So very important in terms of including the tie. JT, he was the runner-up last 2 weeks ago at the Amex. A lot of these guys skipped last week at Torrey Pines. The conditions were pretty tough. It was windy. Some guys were having a really tough time. And the Riviera tournament, which would have been next week or the week after, is going to be back at Torrey because of the fires in LA. So I think a lot of the guys kind of skipped last week to, go back to the same course in a few weeks. JT, top 10, plus 130 with ties. JT, top 5, plus 275 with ties. These are all, by the way, at DraftKings. Jake Knapp, bit of a flyer here, Tone. Top 20, no ties. Jake Knapp, plus 700.
Like that.
All right. Again, that's a bit of a flyer for sure. A bit of a flyer. Now, Mark Hubbard, American player, a couple top 25s already this year. Had a rough start last week. I said in Torrey, a lot of guys had a hard time. Now, this guy, though, plus 330, top 20. Harry Hall, Englishman. Harry Hall, 2 top 10s already this year. All right, now at Pebble, plus 240, top 20. Taylor Pendrith, Canadian player, top 13 finished 13th at the Century, finished 7th last week at Torrey Pines. And again, in those tough conditions. So we have Taylor Pendrith, plus 170, top 20. Did I mention Cantlay earlier? I believe yes, I did. Plus 330, top 5. Oberg, another Oberg play, a couple of them actually. Top 5, including ties, plus 350. And then Oberg again, plus 1,800 for the win. I kind of like Rory's top favorite. Pardon me, misspoke. Scottie top favorite, Rory, Morikawa at like plus 1,200, and then Oberg. I'd like to sell Rory. I'd like to sell Morikawa. Oberg, there's no reason for him not to think he's healthy. He was just sick. He was puking on the golf course. That can't be fun.
No.
And again, out there in really lousy conditions. I could just imagine like puking into a 30-mile-an-hour wind. It's not fun.
Yeah, nah.
So a lot of this is tournament action. It's almost all tournament action. So, you can get a hedge here and there.
Yeah.
And we'll look at it. And anything pops up tomorrow in terms of matchups, I'm going to look at them and see what happens. But, listen, I'm just looking to watch the golf, have a little bit of fun here.
We can revisit these on Friday, right?
Come again?
We could revisit these on Friday.
Absolutely.
See what the prices are at.
Yeah. I think it's the move. So that's all I got, Tone. I'm looking inside him. It's Pebble Beach.
I know you're excited. I know you are.
Yeah. I got to get the hat. I'm gonna watch it. Like I freed up most of my stuff. I might even play Pebble Beach in the simulator this weekend.
Oh boy. Well, now I got something to root for.
Yeah. Well, you can root for me in the simulator. I just want to beat my handicap.
I hear you.
I'll keep that a secret.
Yeah. Now I'll have something to root for. I'll bet these. I'll have something to root for on the weekend in the golf arena.
Yeah,
all right,
perfect.
cool. Sounds good.
All right, we don't have a whole heck of a lot else. We got 7 minutes in. That's all we got. It's on a Thursday. It's a Wednesday night, so we'll look forward to Thursday. We'll see you breakfast with Tony tomorrow, and then we'll do it again tomorrow. Actually, you know what? By the time we go on air, we'll probably only have about half the golf done. So we'll have to really just kind of pause tomorrow in terms of golf and then pick it back up on Friday, like you said.
Okay. Yeah, that works. All
right.
All right, good. All right, guys. So that's it from here. Again, any NBA sides that I bet or am going to bet, I'll give them out first and then bet them. I'll just post them on X real quick. I'm looking now. I don't see anything as of yet, but it's early. It's 5 o'clock. I have a couple hours to go yet. I want to firm up the injuries and that, make sure I'm not shooting myself in the foot. And we'll operate like that until tomorrow. Breakfast with Tony. You guys have a good night.
You got it, Tom. We'll see you in the morning.
All right, my friend. Take care.
Later.